showcases Emma Stone's raw emotion. Fun fact, Stone sang it live on set, and you can feel the authenticity in every note. The soundtrack album hit #2 on the Billboard 200, went platinum, and is still a favorite for road trips or late-night vibes. If you're not singing, are you shining just for me? By the end of the movie, I'll be shocked. Let's talk about the technical wizardry behind the scenes, because La La Land is a masterclass in filmmaking. Damien Chazelle wanted the film to feel immersive, so he shot it in CinemaScope, a widescreen format that gives every scene a grand, cinematic feel. Cinematographer Linus Sandgren used 35mm film, not digital, to capture the texture and warmth of classic musicals. The camera moves like a dance partner, swirling around the actors in long, unbroken takes. That freeway opening? It's a single shot, choreographed to perfection. The Griffith Observatory scene, with its dreamy dance against a starry backdrop, was inspired by Rebel Without a Cause and feels like floating in a dream. Sandgren's use of light, golden sunsets, neon signs, candlelit jazz clubs, makes LA feel like a character alive and pulsing. The production team went all out to make Los Angeles a star. They filmed at over 60 real locations, from the historic Rialto Theater in Pasadena to the Angels Flight Railway downtown. The Hermosa Beach Pier, where a key musical moment happens, sparkles under moonlight, and you can almost feel the ocean breeze. Fun fact, the production had to restore Angels Flight, a funicular that was out of service, just for the shoot. The attention to detail is unreal. Every set, from coffee shops to jazz clubs, feels lived in. Production designers David Wasco and Sandy Reynolds Wasco, who also worked on Pulp Fiction, created a world that's vibrant yet relatable. The color palette shifts with the seasons, bright yellows for summer, deep blues for winter, mirroring the characters' emotional arcs. Costumes are another highlight. Mary Zophers, the costume designer, dressed Mia and Sebastian in outfits that feel timeless yet modern. Mia's colorful dresses, yellow, green, blue, reflect her optimism and creativity, while Sebastian's suits and loafers give him a retro cool vibe. The dance sequences feature outfits that move beautifully, like Mia's flowy skirts and Sebastian's tailored jackets. Zophers drew inspiration from 1950s fashion, but added contemporary touches, like sneakers or casual tees, to keep it grounded. Every outfit tells a story, and you'll want to raid their closets. Let's not forget the choreography, because it's a game changer. Mandy Moore, the choreographer, not the singer, crafted dances that feel spontaneous yet polished. The iconic tap dance scene at dusk, with the LA skyline glowing, was rehearsal weeks, but Gosling and Stone make it look effortless. Moore wanted the choreography to feel accessible, like anyone could join in, which is why it resonates so deeply. Gosling took piano lessons and learned to tap dance, while Stone trained in ballroom and jazz steps. Their hard work paid off. Every twirl and step feels like an extension of their characters' emotions. Now, let's get into the business side. La La Land was produced by Summit Entertainment, Lionsgate, and several other companies, with a budget of $30 million. That's modest for a film with such ambition. Think about it. Big musical numbers, hundreds of extras, and months of location shooting. Chazelle's vision was so clear that every dollar shows on screen. The film's box office haul of $472 million proves it struck a chord globally. It opened in 5 theaters in the U.S. on December 9th, 2016, earning $881,000 in its first weekend. By January, it was in over 1,800 theaters and even got an IMAX release. Internationally, it was a hit in countries like the UK, Japan, and South Korea, where audiences connected with its universal themes. The award season was a whirlwind. La La Land swept the Golden Globes, winning all 7 categories it was nominated for, including Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. At the Oscars, it won 6 awards, including Best Director for Chazelle, Best Actress for Stone, and Best Cinematography. It was nominated for 14 Oscars, tying a record, though a mix-up during the Best Picture announcement, remember the Moonlight fiasco, stole some of the spotlight. Still, the film's critical acclaim was undeniable. It has a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes, with critics praising its heart, visuals, and performances. Audiences gave it an 81% score, and it's still a fan favorite on platforms like Letterboxd. Behind the scenes, the film wasn't without challenges. Chazelle originally envisioned La La Land as his debut, but studios rejected it, saying musicals were too risky. After Whiplash's success, he got the green light, but he refused to compromise his vision. No pop-heavy soundtrack, no cutting the jazz elements. The cast almost looked different too. Miles Teller and Emma Watson were initially considered, but Gosling and Stone were perfect choices. Filming took place over 8 weeks in 2015, with LA's summer heat adding to the intensity. Yet, the cast and crew's passion shines through in every frame. Why should you watch La La Land? Because it's a celebration of what makes us human. Our dreams, our loves, our struggles. It's a reminder to keep pushing, even when the odds feel stacked against you. It's a visual and musical feast that'll leave you inspired and maybe a little misty-eyed. Whether you're watching it alone or with someone special, it's a journey that feels personal. Stream it on Netflix, rent on Amazon, or pop into Blu-ray. The 2-hour, 8-minute runtime flies by. Rated PG-13. It's perfect for teens and adults who love a good story. Let's kick things off with the cultural impact of La La Land, because this film didn't just come and go. It left a mark. When it hit theaters in December 2016, it sparked a global conversation about dreams, love, and the magic of musicals. It brought the genre back into the spotlight, reminding audiences that song and dance can tell stories in ways dialogue alone can't.